Ladies and gentlemen, the rumors are true. You heard me correctly. Sonic Generations is getting a remaster as it was officially announced at the Sony State of Play that just aired, just the other day. So let's watch the trailer real quick and then we'll kind of go on from there.
Yes! Yes!
So, what do you guys think, man? Oh my goodness, a whole new remaster. So, yep, all the rumors are true that it's going to be based around both Sonic and Shadow. Because I would say the hugest addition is Shadow getting his own campaign, as we can clearly see by the trailer. Well, once this new content included, well, the official Steam description for the game, well, I guess tell us, and yeah, they really went with that rumored name. Sonic X Shadow Generations, that name just fills right off the tongue. Shadow the Hedgehog is back and teaming up with classic and modern Sonic in Sonic X Shadow Generations, an all-new collection featuring two unique experiences, play as Shadow and a brand new story campaign featuring never-before-seen powers and abilities. Shadow's old nemesis Black Doom emerges and threatens to take over the world. Shadow must journey to his own past, confront painful memories, face familiar foes, unlock new powers, save the world, and prove why he's known as the ultimate life form. It is also a complete remaster of the classic hit Sonic Generations, featuring newly remastered versions of iconic 2D and 3D stages with upgraded visuals and bonus content. Now, let's get into the big one for the huge selling point for this is the new Shadow content. Black Doom. I never would have expected to see him come back in any shape or form, because personally, I never thought Sega would even acknowledge that Shadow the Hedgehog game that came out all the way back in '05. I never thought they would ever reference it ever again. But it seems as of late, Sega has not been shy about referencing Sonic games, whether they're good or bad in terms of reception. So I'm glad to hear that they at least acknowledge it, and they're using like the main villain from that game, and is the big focal point for this new story. How do they explain, Black Doom coming back? Because he was killed off, seemingly at after the events of, Shadow the Hedgehog. So it's gonna be very curious to see how they, somehow bring him back. It's gonna be very interesting. So I'm curious though. Now we're going into, since we know Biohazard is going to be another, Boston game. Of course, come on, that's so connected to Shadow's, origin, so that you gotta do that. Come on. Now for the if there's one more villain, come on, come on, Sega, I would love this one. If you actually put frickin' Mephiles from Sonic 06 there, I mean, come on, guys. You're halfway there by having Crisis City in the base game. Come on. Bring Mephiles in as the boss for Shouty. Come on. It is a must, in my opinion. Like, it is such a huge... He was such a popular villain for Shadow, which, considering that Sonic 06, in my opinion, has the best representation of Shadow and how he's written. Like, come on. I would love this. I think a lot of other people would, too. As bad as Sonic 06 was, Shadow being in the Shadow's representation in that game was peak in terms of writing for Shadow's character, and I would love that. That's a personal ask for me. Another one would be like, come on, like Radical Highway, one of the most iconic Shadow stages in Sonic history. That's another one too, obviously. It's not a requirement, but I would just love to, simply based on nostalgia. I mean, considering this is about Shadow and revisiting memories, so come on now. So you gotta do it. Now the whole remastering part of this whole game. Remastering Sonic Generations. Just based on the trailer, it doesn't look all that different. Maybe you feel like you had to look very closely You know, maybe you spot a difference, but I mean, who knows though? But then again, the original game wasn't exactly full on HD on the consoles. Because I mean, come on, 360 and PlayStation 3, those weren't exactly in quote unquote HD. You know, in my opinion. I mean, they weren't really reaching 1080p at all, barely even 720p. So yeah, so it's gonna be very curious to see how much effort they put into it. I would like some decent effort that can't not be easily be done with mods, because the modding community for the original Sonic Generations is pretty huge on PC. So you know, I'm curious to see how much of an effort they actually put into it. And thank God they're not pulling another Sonic Colors Ultimate situation where it's not outsourced or where it's not exclusive to Epic Game Store. Thank freaking God that Sega's not following that again. Thank God. Thank goodness for that. I guess we'll see though what happens with this, but yeah, I'm sold just based on the Shadow content alone. And it makes perfect sense. This year, man, this year is similar to be the year of Shadow when it comes to Sonic. Because with this, then him being, one of the major characters of Sonic 3, when it turns to the movies coming out at the end of the year, and now he's getting a costume based on him in Sonic Superstars later next month. It just makes perfect sense. Like this year, seemingly it'd be a big year for Shadow, and Shadow fans like myself are gonna be very happy to hear this. So yeah, very exciting announcement. Well, I just hope that the remaster efforts are actually pretty decent. But time will tell when it ultimately comes out in autumn, and I can't wait for it. So, what do you guys think of this cool announcement? Let me know down in the comment section below. Like this video, like button, and consider hitting that sub button so you don't miss any more videos, and I'll see you on the next one. Till then, have a good one.